Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 12th of March, 2022. I hope everybody had a good week. Um, I don't know, you can't see it because I'm not by the window. Well, I'm by the window, of course, obviously, but it's raining. I think it's supposed to rain today, according to the weather. It's supposed to be 100% to rain. I know there's a weather alert because I saw that on CNN last night. They were talking about some kind of boom coming up, rain, and they see some kind of boom effect. From the south all the way up to the northeast. And I know there's supposed to be cold weather coming after that. But actually, the weather's been pretty decent this week. Actually, there was a few days where it was like, I think Saturday, no, the other Sunday, it was like 70 something. Then I think it was like 73 on one of those days, Wednesday, I think, or it was like 70 something. Yeah. Yeah. Then the weather went back down, dipped a bit. And then yesterday, I think it was 53 was the high yesterday. So good. And I think today it's supposed to be 40 something, but I think it's going to rain, the rain, it's supposed to, 100% chance of rain. And it's like, overcast outside right now. But it's supposed to, 100% chance of rain. But I think it's going to rain on and off today because of that weather forecast. Okay. So anyway, goes last night. Oh yeah. I don't think I mentioned this. I finally got my both computers up at the same time now. Although the KVM switch that I have, it doesn't work. I mean, you can switch from computer to computer, but the keyboard, I had bought another keyboard because I thought the keyboard that I had right here was kind of old. The Microsoft one that I bought, I think, years ago, were sort of old. So I said, let me buy another one, a new modern one, and it has like the USB, has the USB thing with it for the mouse and the for the wireless mouse and keyboard. and I noticed too, I put it in the I put it in the KVM switch, but it doesn't work with the KVM switch. I'll try to read more about it, but it doesn't work in the KVM switch. I cut it off, powered it back on, and all that stuff. It just doesn't work uh, in the KVM switch. So what I did, but when I plugged it in, mind you, when I plugged it into the my computer, both computers, the software downloads automatically. You know how when you plug a new software into the computer, it downloads the drivers and stuff automatically, and it, recognizes it, and then it works. But it won't work in the KVM switch. So what I did was I took it out. I put the the little USB for the wireless computer. I put it in the I put it in the my new computer, and I just took the I have the it's not a wireless keyboard, although it is in a way. The Microsoft one that I have here, the oldest thing, I just took the cord because I have the cord, because the not the mouse, because I have a keyboard and a mouse, and then it has a little, like, I guess, receptor thing that it it keys into, that it syncs to, uh, and that cord is long, and then I had bought an extension with it, so that way I can plug that into that, and then so it reaches the computer. And so I plugged that into my old computer. And so now what I did was, and then again, the speakers, I discovered the speakers wouldn't work either in the KVM switch. So I took I used my new speakers that I bought years ago in my old computer. Then I took some old speakers that I had, because I have an old computer, a real old computer that's like just right outside my door, that I still didn't throw away, and I had speakers there that's been sitting there for years. And I dusted it off and wiped them down and stuff, and I plugged the old speakers into my new computer, so that way I can get sound out of that. Okay, so even though I have the HDMI cable, although it should work, because you would think, because the cable, actually, you know what? I'm confusing myself, because the KVM switch, because I noticed it last night when I the sound wasn't coming out of the speaker, so I just adjusted the speaker a little bit. Now we got, since these are real old speakers, I think we got one sound coming out of one speaker, the right speaker, the main speaker, I guess. And not, I don't think anything's coming out of the other one, but it doesn't matter. But I did hear sound coming out. You know what? I did hear the sound coming out of my TV. So which is the HDMI cable is supposed to have video and sound. So I did hear the sound from my computer coming out of my coming out from my TV, which I use as a monitor. So technically, I don't really need the speakers actually, because as long as the volume is up on my TV, I can hear the sound coming out of my computer on the on my new computer coming out of the TV. You understand what I'm saying? Because normally I could cut down the volume on my when I'm using my computer, I can cut down the volume on my TV, but you'll hear the sound coming out of the speakers. Yeah. But in this case, since it's the HDMI connection, I can turn up the volume on the TV when I have the computer on, the new computer that has the HDMI cable coming out of it, and it plays on the TV, so I could hear it coming out of the TV speakers. Okay, and same thing. So I actually got sound coming out of it. So what I'm doing, like I said, basically what I have, and so basically I can switch between two computers and stuff. And because I thought for a minute that the new wireless keyboard I bought wasn't working, but it works. It's just because as soon as, like I said, as soon as I plugged it into my computers, the old computer and then my new computer, it recognized it, and I was able to use the mouse. So now I can switch back between two computers at the same time. Basically, the KVM switch is only for the video and audio. I guess that's what, because it doesn't recognize the like I said, it doesn't recognize the keyboard or the speaker. Although maybe it's not recognizing the speaker because I have the HDMI cable in it. So, although I can get sound coming out of the old speaker that's on my new computer. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The main thing is I have it on both I have it on both computers and stuff, so that's a good thing. So I can switch back, toggle back between two computers and stuff, which is, like I said, the only reason I bought, and I didn't even realize at the time, I thought I bought this computer back in August, because it had more memory in it and stuff, and it was a cheaper price, and it had more memory in it and stuff, more storage space in it, and because I was getting frustrated with my old computer, because I had for a few years, it was just just taking longer to load and stuff, and a lot of not responding, so I was just getting frustrated. So on a kind of whim, I was in Best Buy one day, and I saw that I think it was less than $400 or something. I think it was 3 something or something. So I just bought it, and then like I said, it sat on my floor. I didn't realize I bought it in August. I thought I bought it in October, but I really bought it in August. So finally, I put it up. So that's good. I'm glad. So now I got them both plugged in at the same time and stuff. So I'm glad I got it. Got that situation worked out. So just that, like I said, the KVM switch is basically only for the video audio part of it, because like I said, it doesn't recognize it doesn't I thought it was weird. It didn't recognize the little USB thing that I put in there for the keyboard, for the wireless keyboard. It didn't recognize it. So now I got the old keyboard still plugged up and the new keyboard. So I have both keyboards on my little table here, and I got the other speaker, my old speakers up there, and the new speakers for the old computer, and the old speakers for the new computer, which actually I can still play. That new computer sound will come out of my TV if I just turn up the volume on it. So that problem is actually solved. I don't really actually technically need the speakers, the old speakers, really, because as long as I keep the volume up on my TV, I can hear that computer coming out of my TV speakers. Okay, and then the old computer will come out of the speakers that are that are next to it, the newer speakers. Okay, I know that sounds complicated, but I basically solved it where I can switch back and forth between computers now, which is good. Anyway, so today, like I said, today's gonna be a lazy day. Like I said, I saw the Batman last week, which I absolutely loved, and I definitely can't wait to own that movie on Blu-ray. Oh yeah, and I do. Yeah, last night I uploaded my reaction to Superman and Lois, and my edited reaction to Superman and Lois and The Flash, episode 6 of season 8. So of course, initially gets blocked. So I think it usually takes. Normally, I think it was like usually like one day during the week, and then they let it go. But I think for the weekend, sometimes if you do it on a weekend or something, it takes them like 2 days to uh to release it. Warner Brothers TV will release it, I think, after a day or so. So I'm hoping maybe, like I said, I uploaded it last night, Superman and Lois last night, and then The Flash early, right after midnight this morning. And I know that it's daylight saving time, and tonight you got to remember spring forward, right? So got to remember. Well, I'll remember to do that because my phone will do it automatically and stuff. The TV and stuff will do it. Computers will do it automatically. I just gotta set my watch. Just click my watch and then so spring forward. So it was already been getting daylight. Like before. We've been seeing for the past like month where it's because when we used to leave earlier before, leave my job at like five to five, it used to be dark outside, but now it's light. And then when we leave in the morning, now it's early. You see it's and like I said, it used to be dark when you leave in the morning, but now it's light when you leave in the morning, and it's still light when you come out. So we get longer hours, daylight hours, which is a good thing. I like that for the spring. And coming up, I think in 4 days, it's going to be the anniversary of when my brother passed. And my brother was telling me, my older brother was telling me that my sister is supposed to be doing something at her house on the 26th, which is like a Saturday. That's my sister's birthday, so I'll wait till my sister tells me if they want to, she's supposed to be doing something. I don't know if it's some kind of memorial or something to my brother. Like I say, he passed away on the 16th of last year. Okay. And I don't know, I don't know, for some reason, it seems like it's, when time passes, it seems like that was longer time than it's been. It's only been like a year that he passed. My brother Kenny, just because I guess because a lot of things happened last year. I mean, that's why it seems like it was a while ago. For some reason, it seems like a long time ago for me. Even though, like I said, when I come in my room here, I have his pictures on my wall, and it seems like I don't know, for some reason, it just seems like it's because I remember coming home, just come home, and he'd be sitting in a chair waiting for me, and because I have to give him a shot, give him his food, and then give him his insulin. Give him his insulin, make sure he takes his insulin, write down the number and stuff, give him his few cigarettes, so he can go outside and smoke. And then I remember in the morning, I used to, before I leave, I'd have to wake him up and, give him his insulin. On the days that my brother was coming, I'd give him his insulin shot. I had to wake up a little bit earlier, and then and then I would, give him breakfast and give him his insulin. And, excuse me, and then I would, give him a little bit of money and some cigarettes. I don't know. And then, like I said, sometimes when I come home, he'd be outside across the street smoking. So it just, I don't know, for some reason it seems like a far away that happened, even though it was just last year. And I remember the last image that I have of him is, I had woke him up and gave him his money and the cigarettes, and he said thank you. And then I went about getting ready for work, and then I came downstairs, and I guess he took because I usually walk down the stairs. I guess he took the elevator and I remember, no, I think what happened. He had took the elevator down before me, and I usually walk down the stairs. I don't take the elevator. coming downstairs. I just walked down the 2 flights, or the 4 flights, I guess, and I was, making that turn because I got to go left to go, to march towards the subway, and he usually goes right to go, usually he just goes across the street to smoke, but for some reason, I guess he was going right. He's going to the store for something, I think. And the last image I saw of him was him walking. He had put his coat on, and he didn't get when he got, because he wanted to get out, to smoke. He didn't get fully dressed. I guess the shorts that he slept in, he had those on, and the slippers and stuff, and his socks. Even though it was like March and it's still kind of cool in the morning, he had his coat on, and then the last image I saw of him was I was going that way, and then he was going, going right, and I remember, and I stopped to think, and I thought for a minute that I was going to say something to him, say, "Kitty, go back upstairs, put your pants on, put your, but I didn't say that. I said, let me go to work, and I didn't. But that's the last image that I have of him going that way, walking down the block, with his snorkel coat on, his shorts, and his socks, and his slippers, marching towards the store, which I assume he was going towards the store. And then, of course, later I found out my brother, who was supposed to come to take care of him, I was looking for him because he didn't come back upstairs. Because usually he would just, go downstairs and smoke his cigarette or two, and then come upstairs. Because my brother, since he was taking care of him, he had to take a picture of him to show his job that he came to the house to take care of my brother, and he didn't notice him. He didn't, he wasn't back there until. And my brother came down and found him. No, I think what happened was the neighbor had found him in the elevator. He had came back. I guess my brother went to the store and then came back, and he went up through the basement entrance to our apartment, which is on the ground level. He went through there and got in the elevator, and I think he had a heart attack in the elevator, and that's what and he had basically collapsed in the elevator, and I think the neighbor had came down and found, because I think the neighbor had my brother told me, and then plus I think the neighbor had said, he was his condolences to us, and I think I think a day later, I think he's the one that actually found my brother downstairs, because I think my brother had went downstairs to look for him, and he called me, and I told him to look up the block, because sometimes when I came home, he would be up at the block smoking, or up further smoking up there, because he couldn't smoke in front of this building. But the neighbor had found him down there, because I think he went to dump trash, and he found my brother had collapsed in the elevator. I think he had the heart attack. The weird thing about my brother's death, well, not weird, I guess, but he had wore a heart monitor for a while. And I used to, we used to change the battery. He wore it for a couple of months, and I used to get up in the morning and change the battery in, and take the old battery out, put the new battery in, and put the old battery so it could charge. And he wore it for like a couple of months, and then, they said, his heart got better and stronger, so he didn't have to wear it anymore. But I think between the smoking, I think that's what probably weakened his heart, the smoking and stuff, and that's why I think he had the heart attack, and I think that's what ultimately killed him. I think that his heart was weakened from the smoking, and I didn't even realize this at the time, and I cursed myself for this. We used to buy him the top cigarettes, which was like, those are like cigarettes without filters, and I think that, I don't know if that actually contributed to him passing, but I do feel a certain amount of guilt for that, because we could have just bought him regular cigarettes and stuff. We just bought him tops because that's what he used to ask for. But those top cigarettes that had no filters in them, so they were worse than cigarettes to me, because I think he was getting you get pure nicotine in it, and that's why I guess they liked it. And then we of course tried to get him to stop smoking and stuff. I even bought him the patches, I think twice and stuff, and my sister was trying to, but he was, by that point, he was just hooked on cigarettes, so he wasn't gonna quit unless you kind of force him to it. He was gonna get him to give up smoking. He was too far gone there by that time. Just smoking, that was only, I think, his own form of relief the smoking. So it is what it is, and I think that's the most I've talked about my brother in a while. um, like I said, because like I said, in 4 days is going to be the anniversary of his passing, and like I said, my sister's supposed to be doing something, so maybe I'll stop by. I'm sure she'll call us and let us know. Maybe I can go by the house, go by her house, and for that, and just to see. Um, oh yeah, like I said, oh yeah, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to watch the Kingsman movie, because that movie, which I wanted to see in the theaters, and I really regret that I didn't see it in theaters. But I like the Kingsman movies, and that other movie, the last one that came out, which is like a prequel, that's on video. So I'm gonna look for it on demand and stuff, and I'll watch it. So look for my review of that later. I'm gonna probably try to watch that probably, if not this morning, probably not this morning, maybe this evening. Okay, because I've been wanting to see that movie, The Kingsman, for a while, and also I also want to make a video for this channel. They they changed the schedule for the DC movies. Uh, the merger has, the time, the Warner Brothers Discovery merger has been approved, I think, by the board. And so they delayed some of the movies. They changed it because I think originally the plan was, of course, the Batman came out, which already came out. And then the next movie was supposed to be, I think, the Black Adam movie in July, then the Flash movie in November, and then I think December was supposed to be Aquaman 2. So they moved two movies back and moved one movie, and the Shazam movie was supposed to come out, I think, in March. So what they did was they switched things around. They moved Black Adam movie back to October, and they moved the Shazam movie up till December. Okay, because I think they moved Aquaman out because Avatar 2 and I think not 2 and 3, but I think they're filming 2 and 3 back to back. But Avatar 2 is coming out in December, which is probably going to crush all competition. So I think that's why they put move Shazam up and move Aquaman out. I think that, and so now it's going to be Black Adam in October, Shazam, uh, and and Shazam 2 in December, and then in March it's supposed to be Aquaman, okay, and then in June of next year is the Flash movie, and then I think Batgirl comes out after that, because it kind of makes sense in a way that Shazam will come first, and then I mean Black Adam and then Shazam, because those movies are kind of linked together. Because The Rock, I think, is a producer on the Shazam movie, and I know that people are saying that they may be filming extra stuff, maybe extra scene, because they said they already, it doesn't take this long to put special effects in. I know it's a special effects heavy movie and stuff with the special effects, but they said they might be filming other stuff. So hopefully, I'm hoping maybe they'll have that Superman cameo in the Black Adam movie, and then maybe, like I said, now that they moved, because they had finished filming Shazam already. They were already test screening it, and so maybe they can film a little extra scenes for. So what I'm hoping is that they kind of tie in Superman into the Black Adam things, which will tie into the Shazam movie, because then I think eventually you'll get the Black Adam and Superman in a Shazam movie, maybe in the third one. Okay, I think that would be cool, and so we'll ultimately get that Black Adam Superman fight that they've been teasing all along. So I think what else is going to come out? Like I said, the next year I think is going to be will be Aquaman 2, the Flash movie, the Batgirl movie. I think what's called too. They're going to start filming soon the Blue Beetle movie, and then I think Wonder Woman 3 may be coming out next year too. I think that may be coming out in like the latter part of the year. So they basically spread out the movies and stuff. So because of the Discovery merger, and hopefully with maybe the Discovery merger, they'll pick pick up Zack Snyder's Zack Snyder's 2 and 3. That'd be cool. And now they have the extra time with the Flash movie. Maybe they can put Cyborg back in because Discovery, that's a different company and stuff. So maybe they can reconcile their issues with Ray Fisher and maybe film that cameo of him in the Flash movie that's coming out next year instead of this year. So I'm just hoping that happens. That would be cool. Cool. We'll get with the Discovery merger here. We'll get that. Hopefully, we'll get that Superman, and maybe Henry Cavill will get his solo movie. And now I've been hearing rumors that they said that Ben Affleck is open to playing Batman again, which I think would be cool. Okay, and maybe get his solo Batman movie on HBO Max, just like we're getting the Batgirl movie on HBO Max, which I think hopefully will lead into a Nightwing movie as well, because I have a feeling that he's gonna have a cameo in that movie, played by Dylan O'Brien, just because of what we heard about him following her on Instagram and stuff now. So I think he's gonna film. And now that we know that was a Robin in that universe with Michael Keaton, who's gonna be in that movie, the Batgirl movie, hopefully Dylan O'Brien would have been his Robin, and at that point he'll be Nightwing, and hopefully he'll cameo in that movie, and which will lead to his own solo movie, which I'm dying. And I said that years ago. They even made a video on my other channel saying about Dylan O'Brien would be cast, because there's a movie called American something, where he played this guy whose girlfriend got killed by terrorists. And ironically enough, Michael Keaton was in that movie, training him, and he went after a bunch of terrorists and stuff. And so I thought he looked grown up in that movie, because at that point he'd been playing young characters. I think this was like the first movie where he was like a adult and he was like the leading man in the movie. And I thought, okay, he would make a great Nightwing, and hopefully that happens and that comes through, that he'll be Nightwing in his own solo movie. That would be cool. And hopefully we'll get that sometime, maybe if not next year, because there's a lot of movies coming out next year, maybe early 2024. Yeah, so maybe I can do it that way. But I definitely think fingers crossed, we'll get more Snyderverse and Superman solo movie, Batman solo movie, cameos in the Black Adam movie and the Shazam movie. That's what I'm hoping. And then maybe Wonder Woman. I think they're gonna start filming Wonder Woman 3 next year. I don't think they're gonna start filming it this year, but they may be, and then get it released. They could be starting to film it later this year, and then it gets released next year, which kind of makes sense, because so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna make that video and basically give you all my thoughts about right here. I still think I'm gonna make a video. I basically gave you all my. I don't know if it's point of making a video, since I already just gave you everything I thought about them delaying the movies and stuff. But we'll see. Anyway, so look for my review of the Kingsman movie. I'm gonna try to watch that, and also I did put another video on my other channel called Views and Opinions, where I talk about some dude, his Batman review quote and stuff. You'll follow the link to my other channel. You'll see that video. I put that up, I think, earlier this week. Okay, and what else? And but anyway, so look for that review of the Kingsman, and I'll probably still do that video about the DC changing their slates and stuff, because I want to look up a few things and stuff and look at a few videos, and I don't make my own spin on it, even though I basically talked about it in this video. Anyway, and that's it. I think this is just gonna be we got me cruising and laying down and kicking back. And I'll just go out to I did buy a bobblehead for the Batman movie that they had on AMC's site, and it came there, so I may do a little unboxing of that video, of that bobblehead that I ordered of the Batman. Okay, and I knew they was having, they were selling this popcorn, this Batman cowl thing. It was like a half a thing. You open up the cowl and you could put popcorn in it. Of course that was going to sell out, and of course they have it on eBay. People are trying to sell it for $400, $500. You get out. It's ridiculous. Nobody's going to pay. Nobody's that much of a collector going to pay $400 or $500 for that. Are you freaking kidding me? You can buy a real cowl for less than that. So why would you pay for? That's just beyond ridiculous. eBay, they always mark things way past the point of ridiculousness. But anyway, my links to my social media are in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Bob Views and Opinions. If you check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my patron, and I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere, either here or there. I want to say thank you for him for supporting me and always having my back. And again, my patron's only $5 a month. Tons of content and tons of unedited TV show reactions on there. Again, follow the link below to see everything that I have. Quite a few TV shows on there. Okay, the links. Okay, and follow the link below for that. Okay, also give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. Okay, and this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.